conclusion of this OpenDNS webinar, we will have not one but 2 giveaways. So if you can stay till the end, you'll be eligible to win. We have a Kindle Fire tablet and a $50 Amazon.com gift card to give away. Okay, let's begin. OpenDNS and Integrity IT have partnered to provide cloud-delivered network security to help protect networks from online-based web threats. Work is no longer a place you go, it's a thing you do from any location, because the cloud has made it simpler to access data outside of the office. There are 3 trends that have resulted from this mobility. Number 1, the more apps you move to the cloud, the more data that is potentially exposed. And number 2, more and more organizations are arming their workforce with mobile devices and laptops, which in turn is giving attackers more breach points. And number 3, the more networks your users connect from, the less visibility you have to protect endpoints. If you haven't noticed already, security today is headline news and a major concern for everyone. It seems like every day there are new security breaches and security threats coming to light. Malware, hacking, online breaches, they've all occurred in major corporations and government, not to mention small businesses. We've observed that attackers are exploiting the new opportunities. Attackers are more aware of your weakest locations, such as off-network devices and remote offices. Furthermore, they target specific systems and users. Attackers have the patience to acquire multiple footholds, so then can move laterally at the proper time. And finally, network attackers are more motivated and sophisticated than ever to target a company's data. Data has been the driving force behind the latest attacks and is now viewed as the world's newest currency. Attackers are targeting the weakest links. SMBs in the supply chain are becoming a part of these large attacks. Fortune 500 security breaches may be newsworthy, but it's really the small businesses that are in the crosshairs. The result is that SMBs are increasingly being targeted. SMBs are rich targets and they're new targets. The typical small business is simply not managing security. A Symantec-sponsored study claims that 41% of attacks are against SMBs, and a Verizon study demonstrating that a company of only 11 to 100 employees are 15 times more likely to be seriously breached. While bank account breaches aren't very well publicized, they are happening to SMBs at an alarming rate. These are examples of customers just like yours who have had their accounts breached. Phishing attacks are becoming more and more prevalent. Now that the chip-based smart cards must adhere to the EMV standard, credit cards are becoming more secure. That means that more criminals will be focusing on more online vulnerabilities for theft. %60 of small firms go out of within 6 months of a data breach. Hackers can be difficult to trace and prosecute since most are anonymous and some are out of the country. Traditional approaches to network security has a few challenges. Number 1, there's few tools to protect mobile workers outside the network firewall. Typically, content filtering policies are not enforced on notebooks and tablets from remote locations. And deploying network security appliances can be costly, complex, and difficult to manage effectively. It's old news that signature-based tools are not truly effective. Even in 2011, analysts have said that only 30 to 50% of online threats are effectively protected with antivirus and firewalls. It's getting more and more difficult to navigate the internet and avoid websites with malicious code or inappropriate content. With so many types of threats, what is the best method of filtering out the bad from the good when simply browsing websites. Just having an up-to-date antivirus is simply not enough anymore. It's important to have perimeter protection for your network. In addition to your antivirus and your firewall protection, we recommend a web usage policy and using OpenDNS content filtering for enforcement of those policies. A multi-layered approach to network security is the most effective method of preventing online data breaches. Now, I would like to tell you about our predictive cloud-delivered security. OpenDNS uses a predictive intelligence and analytics to see threats before they actually happen. This proactive approach to network security in the cloud is multiplied to all of our OpenDNS clients. OpenDNS needs no hardware or appliances to be effective. It's simple, effective, and powerful. Our proactive team of Chris and Sean perform all of the heavy lifting and configuration settings on the back end. The setup is completely transparent to your users and silently installs on each client to help protect your entire network. Even though OpenDNS is a cloud-based service, there's no added latency, and in many cases, it can actually increase your internet bandwidth. OpenDNS protects more than just web traffic on port 80. It's protection on any port and any protocol for complete internet filtering. Protecting your network and your employees also means that you are helping to protect the vendors that you do business with and the clients you communicate with. OpenDNS has category-based filtering. There's over 70-plus content categories that cover millions of domains and literally billions of web pages to give you control over which sites can be accessed by users on your network. The easy-to-use cloud-delivered administration console enables you to quickly set up and manage different acceptable use policies per network group, per user, per device, or per IP address. And it gives you greater control of your organization's internet usage. The Cloud Services Report provides you with a more complete picture of your service usage and security. You can filter your reports by type, user, and date. Not only do you have access to real-time visibility for users and devices, but you can also filter these results by user and or multiple categories. OpenDNS's service is built in the cloud and supported by 25 data centers. The global network is OpenDNS's infrastructure that handles more than 2% of the world's daily internet requests with a proven 100% uptime. That's right, 100% uptime. It enforces security policies with no added latency. Now, which glass of water would you rather drink? Filtered and clean or dirty? Your network deserves a clean and filtered internet. Take back control of your network and filter out malware, security threats, pornography, phishing threats, and hacking tools. We can filter 70-plus categories of content, and we can set up filtering to be customized to enforce your specific web usage policies. As of October 2015, Integrity IT has over 1,000 OpenDNS users spread across over 40 clients. And based on those OpenDNS reports, we took a look at the month of September alone. That's September 2015. OpenDNS has performed the following. It detected over 8,000 security events, prevented 7,900 malware infections, and contained 70 botnets. And remember, this is just a single month. And keep in mind that all of these clients already had a firewall and already had updated antivirus protection. One of our clients that has OpenDNS is Unified Technologies. They're a valued client and also a partner of Integrity IT. These listed statistics are from last month alone. This is from October 2015. I want to invite one of the Unified Technologies reps online here to comment a little bit about what OpenDNS has done for the network. Is Paul on the line?
Yeah, I'm here, Marcus. Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yes.
This is Paul Shilton, Vice President of Operations for Unified Technologies. Like Marcus was saying, we are a customer of theirs with the OpenDNS. For me, I was concerned about something else to manage. Really busy, a lot of stuff going on, but I've been real happy with the service. It's something that was very easy to set up. I think I probably pushed them off on having a conversation to get it set up completely probably 10 times, and once I did, it was probably a 15 to 20 minute process. Very simple to use, very simple to manage. What I like about it is I know and I'm comfortable that all the employees that we have, when they're here in the office working, I know they're productive because there's not, the Twitter sites, the fantasy football, that stuff's not going on, because we can put those in a category. We can drill down on what actually is blocked and what we let through. So I'm not worried about that. So the peace of mind for me is a very high level, very easy to use, like I said. And what happens is if there's a site that an employee needs access to, basically it's blocked, and then there's a simple, hey, why do you need access to this site? I get an email notification, then I can have a conversation individually with that employee. It does happen on occasion. For example, we do a lot with Churchill Downs, so it blocks the gaming and the gambling sites, but I was able to go in and specifically request access to Churchill Downs because we do need access to that site, and also the Red Mile in Lexington. It was very, very easy, so there was no really, the footprint that it had on me from a management standpoint is very, very, very small, and I've been extremely happy with the product and with Integrity IT's managing of it.
That's awesome, Paul. Thanks for that testimony. That's really important to know, and also that sites can get whitelisted if and added to the OpenDNS whitelist if users need to be able to access those websites. So it's very flexible.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Here are the features of OpenDNS content filtering. There's no hardware or software purchases to make. In other words, there's no appliance, there's no server, there's no hardware to install in your enclosure because it's all in the cloud. There's no software purchase. There's no annual renewal. This service is SaaS, or software as a service. It's a monthly subscription and a very low monthly cost. It can block over 75 different categories of content. I mentioned this before: malware, phishing, pornography, social networking, adware, gambling, webmail, drugs. There's lots and lots more. This provides enforcement of your customized web usage policy. Now, it's no use in any company having a web usage policy that cannot be enforced. So OpenDNS allows you to enforce those web usage policies that you implement. And the web usage policies follow the mobile user, no matter where they are. So it's not just limited to the physical network of your office. When they take it home, or when they go to a Wi-Fi hotspot, those same web usage policies apply to that tablet or notebook. Now, most content filtering technologies cost thousands of dollars for hardware, licensing, annual renewals, and on-premise complex network installations and configuration. OpenDNS is a flexible subscription-based service for Integrity IT's managed services clients, and it's only pennies a day per user. It's powerful, effective, and extremely affordable. It's a win-win for your business network protection and pocketbook. There is a one-time setup fee, but I mentioned before, it's a low monthly cost. OpenDNS is so amazing that millions of individuals have begun using it, including all of these large clients. These global Fortune 500 companies are using OpenDNS to protect their networks. Large or small, we all use the same internet. Global companies face the same web-based threats that you do. You'd be in great company to subscribe. If it has been effective for them, it'll be effective for your business. Well, I want to thank you for attending this Integrity IT OpenDNS webinar presentation. If you are currently an Integrity IT Managed Services client, you are already pre-qualified to get set up with our OpenDNS offering immediately. If you're not a current client, we'd love to discuss OpenDNS and our Essentials Workstation Managed Services offering. At this time, I would like to turn the webinar over to Brian Pryor because I believe we have a drawing to give away.
Yes, we do. I'm going to turn on my webcam and try that function out. I'm going to invite Marcus into my office here because we want to try to do this drawing in a very legit fashion. We've got names in a, let's see, right there. We've got names in a jar. What we're drawing for is a $50 Amazon gift card for those who stayed with us through the webinar. And then we also have an Amazon Fire tablet. Let's see here, these we're going to give away to anybody who sets an appointment with us and shows further interest in the product. We'll then throw that into another drawing and announce that to everybody in the next 30 to 60 days. So Marcus, I'm going to go ahead and have you draw a name out here.
And the winner is, oh, I drew two.
You do too. Oh. All right. We have Melissa Muntz. So Melissa, we'll be getting in touch with you and get that gift card over to you. Again, we thank everybody. We really would appreciate some feedback on our first go-around with the webinar, how we did, what we could do better. We do have high hopes to begin doing these once a month for different products that we have in the stack that you may not have or would want more information on. So again, thanks everybody for joining us today, and we look forward to talking to you more soon. So, and that's all we have.
Also, our chat line is still open if you have any questions.